Hey y'all, it's Weeping Angel again, Triple B. Hey, how you guys doing? So today I'm touching on a subject that is really close to me currently, and it's called spite. A lot of people lately have been very spiteful towards me for calling them out on their own BS or telling them that the way that they're treating others or me is not it's not okay, and for basically bringing them to light on the situations that they cause issues in. Now, spite is one thing that I never really take into. I don't like being spiteful. I'd rather not have to worry about, oh, well, this person did this to me, so I got to get back at them somehow. Nah, it's not so much the turn the other cheek thing as much as it is I value my own life a lot more than making myself look bad just because somebody else wants to make themselves look bad or make me look bad. I'd rather go out and tell people what really is happening, tell people what really is the truth about me. And some people are spiteful over even the smallest little trivial things like, okay, so I'm going to keep you out of my life because you're toxic to me right now. I'm going to walk away. I'm going to do my own thing. Then they come and lash back at me, put dirt in my name and stuff like that. And it's not cool. It's not okay. It's not a well thought out thing to do. Spite in itself is what I would consider what people would consider sin, in a sense. And spite is sinful. I myself personally don't believe that spite needs to be a part of anything. Spite in itself is something that can be taken in such a way as, well, since you're going to do this, I'm going to do this, and I don't care whether it's wrong or not because you need payback. I'm not the kind of person that does payback. I'm the kind of person that sits here and brings light to the situation, as I said before. I'd rather have people know the truth rather than be spiteful towards them for not telling it. I'd rather tell the truth and bring the truth to light. Spite in itself is probably one of the most evil things that you could do, in my opinion, and it's not a healthy coping mechanism. It's not a healthy way of living your life. For me, spite is something that, well, honestly shouldn't exist. Because most people are spiteful over the trivialist little things. Like, for example, someone got screwed over recently in my life, and they thought it was me that was purposely trying to screw them over. No. But you can take your bullshit the other way. I will distance myself. I will take my life back into my own hands, and I'll do my own thing. I don't care what you got to say about what you could do for me, what you have done for me. If you're going to be like that after being such a good friend, or a father figure for that matter, I have all rights to just walk away. Because I've been trying to be nothing but a good person to these people too. And all they want to do is spite me for trying to take care of myself. So I'm just going to walk away. And that's the healthiest thing you can do towards someone that is spiteful. Just walk away and try to prove yourself innocent from whatever they're trying to spitefully put in your name. That or falsely accuse you of. Bring light to the situation, bring light about yourself, and be yourself. Don't let anybody make you feel bad for being yourself. It's okay to get frustrated, it's okay to get mad, it's okay to get angry. But it's never okay to be spiteful over something that you have no fault in. If you know that you didn't do anything wrong, and on purpose at least, then you have all rights to walk away from that bullshit. Admit you were wrong to yourself and try to change yourself instead of sitting here and trying to get back at the person trying to get back at you. That in itself is lowering yourself to their level. And spite is something that I would never lower myself to. I don't do that. I don't spite people. I don't smite people. I correct the issue in a more legitimate sophisticated and more mannerable way. Using my voice, using my words, rather than, okay, so you're going to do this, I'm going to do that. Of course, in some senses, what people would consider spite, but isn't, is okay. Like, say you're being attacked verbally, aggressively, physically, or something, and you bring yourself back at them in the same way they're at you. That's the whole eye for an eye thing. And in the Bible, I know it says that Jesus says, oh, so you all say an eye for an eye, yet I turn the other cheek. This is how it was really supposed to sound when he said it. So you all say an eye for an eye, yet I'm supposed to turn the other cheek? Meaning, okay, so you're being hypocrites. Because right after he said that, he says the word hypocrites. So I'm not allowed to do what you guys do, because I'm supposed to be so much higher and pure than you are. Who says that isn't pure? To defend yourself the same way that you're being attacked. But when it comes to somebody slandering your name, when it comes to somebody doing something against you in such a conceited, narcissistic, and evil way, you don't come back at them the same way. You talk it out. If they're yelling at you, you have all rights to yell back so you can be heard. Let yourself be heard. You deserve it. You need it. It's a necessity for everyone. If we sit here and listen to everyone's problems and never have a chance to tell other people our own, what's the point in living if nobody will hear you out like you hear everybody else? Me personally, I believe that if you aren't heard, you have all rights to walk away. That, or make sure you're heard. But don't do it in such a way where it's like, okay, well, I'm going to make this elaborate little plan plot so I know that they know what I'm trying to say, even though what I'm trying to say could be handled a different way. Since they're being this way towards me, I'm going to be this way back. That's called spite. But when it comes to defending yourself, like say you're being attacked on the street, you have all rights to fight back. That's not spite, that's defense. Say somebody's yelling at you over trivial bullshit, things they just don't understand, trying to attack your person, your being, who you are, your life. You have all rights to yell back if they refuse to listen to you. When you're trying to speak at them like this. Like, okay, so since you think that way about me, let me show you why you shouldn't. Let me show you what is real, and let me show you why you are wrong. And if they go from there and say, no, you're wrong, you have all rights to yell back at them. Tit for tat. Eye for an eye. It's not evil to give them back what they are giving you, so long as you know that you aren't trying to hurt anybody, but you're defending yourself, and you are doing just that. The ends don't justify the means. The ends and the means both have to be justified in order for the action itself, for it to be justified or justifiable. For the justification of an action that you choose to use, you have to have the right reason to do it, and you have to do it the right way for that action to be justifiable, instead of being considered spite. For me, spite is something that I don't want any in my life. So if you're going to be spiteful towards me, especially over bullshit that isn't my fault, you're going to make assumptions towards me, I have any and all rights to walk away. And I do, every single time. When people fix their own views and opinions of me and start treating me more respectfully, with more dignity, then I'll come back into your life. And the same goes for an intelligence level as well. Like, if somebody sits here and questions your intelligence, spites on your intelligence, and tries to teach you something that isn't true or right for you, or something you already know, and you're just trying to say, look, I already know, I don't need you to tell me these things, and they're sitting here yelling at you, trying to make you feel bad for being right, or already knowing what they're trying to teach you, then walk away from them. They aren't worth your time, your energy, or your effort. Their spite is not worth your tears. And I'm sick and tired myself of being slandered and lied on my name just because I call people out on their BS. Like when somebody threatens my life, I come back at them in the exact same manner they come at me. You're gonna threaten me? Well, let me show you why that's a bad decision, because I could put you in the dirt 6 feet down if you really want to try me. Hell, I'm pretty sure I was on World Star with this, but at Washington Park in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, I was dragging. Yes, I know you all know I'm a demigirl by now, but I was dragging. And they all started asking me weird, very uncomfortable questions. I tried my best to keep my cool, and they were all kids anywhere ranging from the age of 12 to like 21, 20, right? They're asking me weird questions. Are you gay? Are you bi? Do you like guys? No, I don't. I'm just a girl. I'm sitting here trying to be a cute little girl like I know I am when I don't have all this on my face. And I have my makeup on and my eyeliner, eyeshadow, all of that. And basically, basically they were starting to harass me. And in that harassment, they started throwing basketballs at me. And eventually, because I was dodging all of the basketballs, one of them tried to pick me up, pushed them off of me, stanced myself, and the oldest 10 in the park surrounded me and tried to beat the shit out of me. I don't care if I'm demonetized. Fuck it. I'm trying to spread a message, not get money from this. That's where my album comes into play. And then they kept trying to hit me, trying to pummel me, but they couldn't land a hit on me. I wasn't even trying to attack them, just defend, fan out, and trying to spread them away from me. It took them pulling the whole park of 30 plus people to land 5 damaging hits on me. 1 here, 1 on each side of the jaw, and 2 on this eye. And that's basically what I'm saying. Like, if somebody tries to attack you in a certain way, you have all rights to defend yourself in the same manner. They yell at you, you have the right to yell back. They attack you physically, you have the right to defend yourself with physical aggression. Somebody is angry at you over some bullshit that isn't even your own, or something that doesn't even exist, some assumption that they make, and you have all rights to try to tell them what their assumption is and why it's wrong. Instead of sitting here saying, oh, so you're going to do this to me, I'm going to find a way to get back at you. No, it's not about getting back, it's about defending yourself. If you get back at someone, it's spite. If you're defending yourself, your honor, your name, anything that is of you, then it is self-defense instead of, oh, well, I'm going to hurt you for hurting me. That's spite. And spite, in my opinion, is never okay, never will be, never has been. So, in that sense, I say, defend yourself. Don't let their spite become yours. And don't you dare ever let somebody tell you who the fuck you are. Because you know who the fuck you are. People just don't always understand you. And that's okay. But what isn't okay is if they attack you for not being able to understand you. What's not okay is them making you uncomfortable, making derogatory statements because they don't understand you. Because they're afraid of you, they make statements like fag or homo or something like that. Like, I don't roll with fags. Like, I have no problem with fags, but I just don't roll that way. If one of them come on to me like that, I'd have to beat an ass. I'm like, bro, just tell them you don't roll that way. Not everyone who's LGBT even rolls that way. If you're trans or a demigirl, it doesn't make you into guys. If you're a demi-boy, it doesn't make you into girls. You could still be into guys. And for me, personally, I hate it when people assume of what is just because of what they know what is. One thing does not always mean the other. So you have no right to come at them, spitefully attacking them, and assuming that they're going to come onto you some sort of way. That's not the kind of person I am, and I know for sure that's not the kind of person that most LGBT members really are. Well, that's about all I have to say on the subject of spite and regarding the tangent subjects. Triple B, Weeping Angel, out. Peace,
Oh
y'all.
Lord. That's it.